Hey, we're about to take this 2019 Ram Rebel, get it really dirty, go really fast, and kind of blow your mind. So Papa Top, stay with us. We're gonna get started right now. Hey, it's Tim Estrell, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and my passion is trucks and SUVs. Is that your passion too? Hit subscribe below, hit bell notification to be notified of new videos put out like this one, because you're going to love this one. So sit back, pop a top, or pour some bourbon and coffee if you're at the office, because we all like that good time, right? And we are out here with my man, Nick Capel, with 2019 Ram Rebel.
That's right.
And we're going to do some crazy stuff. I'll get some stuff on video. We'll do a little bit of interior, but he's going to walk me through this. This guy's done a lot of off-roading. I've done maybe not as much as he has, but that's okay. And he's going to talk me through. We're going to hit the hammer here, and we get this going, and then we're going to do, like I said, show you some B-roll. So what do we got? We got 4 low.
So you got 4 low. The thing is what's great about 4 low on the Ram 1500 Rebel is that it changes the stability control program, turns off the sensors, some of the parking sensors, because it knows you're going to do some creeping. But what's great about 4 low in the Rebel also is that you can still go up to 50 miles an hour in 4 low. And since we're in an off-road park, there's really not a whole lot of stretches where you could really exercise the truck. 50 miles an hour is still pretty fast around here. So generally, if you're going to run a 4 high or 2-wheel drive, it's because you got washes and you need to do 60, 70 miles an hour, dirt roads, whatever. But we're not in that. So let's take advantage of the torque multiplication through the transfer case and drop the hammer through here. Now, you've got Bilstein Shocks in all 4 corners. They're a monotube design, so they're really good at dissipating heat, so you can pound them all day long without fading, because fading wears out suspension components and makes for a terrible ride and handling. Also, we have link suspension in the back. Now, this truck in particular has the exclusive air suspension system too. So we have it set up right now at like level 3. I have 1 more level up, so I got some good up travel and I got some good down travel now.
Yeah. No, I want to get back to something you said, because I know I'm going to get comments right away on this. We did say 50 miles an hour and 4 low. I know. Keyboard warriors, settle down, chill out. You can go fast in 4 low. I've done it before. I've done it in other vehicles. I've done it in this. It doesn't mess them up. 4 low isn't granny low. It's just different gearing in the differential. It's just, you just use the power different ways. So don't be like, oh, my dad said I can only go 10 miles an hour in 4 low, or 4 low is only for when I really get stuck. No, don't give me that garbage. Don't even keyboard warrior. I'm going to delete that stuff immediately. You can use these vehicles in different ways, and 4 low is just another gearing. It's on the shifter or it's on the button. Trust me, you can get it in there. It's fine. I get freaks out about that, and I'm like,
I've not heard that, but I use 4 low all the time when I'm wheeling, especially if I feel like I'm going to stay in that realm, because the throttle is so much smaller.
Right.
I mean, it takes off. The stability control program's more tuned for it. There's really, on this stretch of road right here, there's no way to get from 0 to 50 faster than 4 low. If anybody wants to go toe-to-toe with me on that, I'll take their Rebel and this Rebel, and we'll do the exact same way.
Right, because you just get that torque band. You just keep it hammered on.
It does not slip, and you've got huge amounts of contact patch because all 4 wheels are pulling hard at a different stability control program.
Well, I mean, it sounds pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I think we should do it.
Just nail it. Don't lift. Don't lift. Stay in it. Stay in it. Don't lift.
I'm not lifting. Can I do it? Yeehaw!
You got it. Okay, then you can mount the calipers real easy, because you're going through the bumps. So, now, can you think of how many places around here you can hold that kind of speed?
No.
Even if you do, about 50 is as fast as you want to go.
Well, and the reality is you can do that. It's not like I get this fear from people on the 4 low all the time. I'm like, 4 low is fun, and it also turns off a lot of nannies.
Yeah. Well, it actually tunes them. It'll still let you get crazy. Well, I don't want to say crazy. It'll let you play with the truck and have fun and do spirited driving, we call it.
Right.
But it's still going to come in if you really get into trouble.
Right. Okay, so let's, what do we got here?
So this next section here is we're going to drop into this water basin here, and we wanted to make an off-road area where you had some side hilling going on. So we started doing it, and what it eventually turned into is now there's these 2 tracks that go up. So if those 2 tracks weren't there, you'd see the rear end of the truck start sliding in, and you'd end up in that nasty mud puddle. And believe me when I tell you, we cut this course, that is quicksand. It is bad. I hammered out of that thing a couple times to find myself up to the axles, man. So just creep on through here. The truck will do all the work as long as you stay inside those trenches.
Okay.
So right now we have suspension set up at like 3. You can go a little higher. This is a big situation where ground clearance is really helpful. Now we've got a nice big skid plate on the front of the truck, and I haven't even turned the locker on yet. So let's go ahead and do that, because we're going to do some more spirited driving. As soon as you get past that little mud puddle right there, I want you to just drop the hammer and just drift through this entire sweeper. It's nice, soft sand. The truck will just absorb it and just hold it as long as you feel comfortable. And watch out for that hole that's over by the left there on that trash can.
Oh, you told me about that today.
Mm-hmm. I warned you this time. Nail it, man. Stay in it.
I'm looking for the hole.
All right, now we're going to...
Hey, holes are bad. In my world, holes are bad. They suck things down and things don't come back the right way.
You did good, man. So now we're going to line up on these tracks right here. I'm going to pump the air suspension all the way up. So now I'm going to add like another inch or so of lift to the truck. So we've got 33-inch tires. We got more lift than anybody here. And I can actually adjust the suspension on the truck depending on the obstacle, which is really helpful. And we're going to go play in a mud pit here.
Yep.
Unfortunately, over time, everybody's splashing through it. Every time truck goes through, it rinses out like 40 gallons of water, so it's emptying the jacuzzi.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happened this morning. I mean, we had some rain overnight. Is it nothing left?
Oh, man, it's almost empty.
Oh, yes, it is.
So have
boo.
all you want. But just know at the very end there, we're going to go right instead of straight.
Okay.
And just recognize the MEO as it's pretty low.
There's still plenty of water in there.
So just creep. Watch your side panel here. Watch. Okay, go straight.
Okay.
Now right. Good. And just creep over this. You got a bit of a drop off. So over here, we're going to do a little articulation event.
Okay.
I want you to put the left front tire in the nastiest portion of that rut over there that you can find. The worst place. That's a good line. And just creep through it. So again, I got the air suspension up, so I'm not dragging belly. Now watch in your left rear view mirror, watch that left rear tire as it goes through that cycle on the suspension. It'll stretch out and then it'll stuff itself up into that fender well.
Yep.
Just trying to keep the tires to the ground, because if the tires aren't on the ground, you're not getting any traction. And even one tire in the air is 25% of your contact, so that's going to really affect whether or not you can continue moving forward.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, tires in the ground is traction. It's an amazing concept for people. Take notes, fellas. Take notes. Write that down.
I see a lot of times pictures of vehicles and they got a tire in the air. I'm like, I don't
understand that one. Like,
I want the tires on the ground.
If you're changing the tire,
that's actually very helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Creative. If you found
absolutely, yeah.
Lift the tire so you can change.
If you were lucky enough to be the son of a butt gun who pops the tire at that moment to find another spot,
that's right.
More power to you.
Well-timed accident.
Hell yeah.
So you have a couple options here, Tim. You can actually straddle the rut, or you can go to the left of it and kiss that tree on the left-hand side. Either one's fine with me. The truck can handle either one. The more challenging one is obviously straddling the rut.
Yeah, let's straddle the rut, because that's
that right front tire out of the rut.
So
good line. And again, we're taking advantage of the fact that we got a lot of suspension travel here and keeping those tires on the ground. I'm actually going to drop it down one setting, because when the air suspension's at full tilt, we're actually pushing the tires down to the ground and pulling the truck up, so you don't end up as much up travel, and it makes for a more difficult ride. So when we're doing these kinds of bumps, I want a little more up travel, and so I actually put you down to level 3.
Okay.
Here we're going to thread the needle a bit. On the left, you have this nasty pile of brush. On the right, you got a bit of a hole that's going to force you to go down the hill early. So just stay away from that and just go straight through, and then I'll tell you when to turn down. The Rebel's going to come sooner or later with a 360 camera and a forward camera system. I don't have the system on this truck. Ready, set, keep going straight, keep going straight. Okay, turn down. But that would make
this a lot easier. Sure.
But it's coming.
Yep.
Now we're going to play with hill descent control. So you're going to let the brake off now.
Yep.
And at this point, you can use these little buttons right here to control your speed. You see 0.6 miles per hour?
Yep,
there?
I can go faster, slower.
Up to 5 if you want to.
Yep, as much as I'm comfortable with.
Mm-hmm. And the truck will just do the braking for you. It's constantly looking for traction on all the tires and putting the brakes where they can be to slow the vehicle down.
And then all I do is hit the gas and I take that off? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it'll override it. Now, driving in it is like if you got through the obstacle, the descent, and then you want out of it, it's always better just to turn it off, because if you don't, you're going to find yourself jerking on because the truck's trying to help you.
Okay.
Situations where you don't need help.
Sure.
Like, I'm good. No, you want to slow down? No, I'm good. So you just turn it off.
You know, you argue with the wife, argue with the truck. It's kind of a similar process there. It's not a good process. Neither one wins. All right, so
This next piece here is I equate this to doing push-ups. If you're doing push-ups and your arms get tired, what happens to your chin?
you smack the ground.
Yeah, it goes into the ditch. So that's the same thing with off-roading. If you're going into a steep approach angle, like we're diving into a valley here where there's a nasty little V at the bottom, it's all greasy. And it's been raining a little bit, but it's stickier this morning, like clay. So if your arms get weak and your chin goes in, so same thing, keep your suspension high as you can. Don't compress it through these kinds of events. Now, we've got 33-inch tires. I've got the suspension. I'll pump it all the way up now. So we got tons of ground clearance, and we got a really big steel skid plate up front, brush guard. So we really won't even rub a belly. I've got the locker on, so you can just creep this, and it'll just stick in my hill.
What do we got? We have the Hemi in here, the 5.7?
5.7
okay,
Hemi.
all right.
So you got 395 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque.
And we're just going to cruise. We got the sky view going on, which is always cool.
And this is another event where you have the 4 low, multiplying torque, and you have hardly had to put any throttle into it, right?
Yeah.
Truck did the work for you, and that's what you always want.
You got me worn out now. That was so much effort.
It's a good thing we don't hang out more often.
I know, that would be all day, right? It'd be a sweaty mess.
I'm going to go have a second cup of coffee, and then we'll take another run and see how that works out.
Yeah. Hey, if you found this entertaining, smash the like button down below. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification to be notified of new videos. Find us on pickuptrucktalk.com. 3 words. See how simple I make this? It's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Pickup Truck Talk. Genius. Awesome. Right there. Type it in. You'll find us and do funny memes over there. All kinds of crazy stuff. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.